Welcome back. We have some breaking inputs coming in from West Bengal. There's been a big development in Bengal Showdown. 7 more have been arrested in connection with torching of the police vehicle that was torched on Tuesday in Howrah city. The police has also released photographs of BJP protesters who allegedly resorted to vandalism of public properties and assaulted the police personnel on Tuesday. For more, I am joined in by our West Bengal Bureau Chief Shaugato Mukhopadhyay on the phone line. Shaugato, what is the BJP saying with regards to these photographs that have now surfaced? This is, of course, proof in the open now.
Well, the photographs have just been, brought into the public domain. I don't think the BJP has responded specifically to these photographs just yet. Rest assured that response will come during the course of the day today. But in general, the BJP has maintained that it was the police who, at the behest of the Mamata Banerjee government, acted on behalf of the Trinamool Congress party, which is the ruling dispensation here in Bengal, and actually resorted to assaulting the BJP workers, many of whom were injured on that day of Navanna Yabhiyan earlier this week. So obviously, these are the counter charges have come thick and fast from the BJP as well. But let me tell you that it seems that the police is taking a very strong note of the developments that took place on Tuesday in the name of Navanna Yabhiyan, in the name of a democratic movement, because the police is firmly of the opinion that it was a planned march to create ruckus and law and order situation on the streets of Kolkata and Howrah. The police vehicle which was torched happened at the Mahatma Gandhi Road in Calcutta on Tuesday. So the Kolkata police has now gone ahead and arrested 7 more people who could be identified as taking part in that act of arson. The Howrah police, on the other hand, today, just a short while back, have released photographs, many of them, which are now being circulated across police stations of the state in order to identify and track down some of these people who the police are calling miscreants and who were participating in that act of mindless violence that took place on Tuesday. So there seems to be a police crackdown, a follow-up, a police action as a result of the developments that took place on that day. Obviously, this will
stay with us because I'm also joined in by Shahzad Poonawala of the BJP right now. Shahzad, how would you react to these photographs clearly exposing the role that was played by the BJP workers? They seem to have turned into miscreants because they are the ones who've been torching that police vehicle on fire.
You see, the Bengal police must release the pictures of those who split open the head of Meena Devi Purohit, also our former deputy mayor. They must put out the photographs of those who beat up Black and Blue Swapan Das Gupta, member of parliament, those on whom NCW has taken cognizance for beating up unarmed women on the streets who are protesting against the corruption. These selective photo leaking, and that too, there is information that some elements of TMC themselves had infiltrated the protest to give it a shape and form of violence. So, perhaps first it should be identified whether these were disgruntled TMC factions or were they workers of TMC who had donned different avatars and come to make a non-violent protest a violent one in order to sabotage it. But
are you saying with complete conviction that these are not BJP workers who resorted to vandalism?
I am saying that there is evidence of the police beating up unarmed people who are on the streets exercising the democratic right. What action has been taken on them? Those are identified policemen. Those are identified people working as cadres of TMC.
No, your questions are very valid and fair enough. I completely respect them. But if, as the police claims, these are BJP workers, how does that justify the vandalism resorted to by your party workers?
A police which has been completely compromised, against whom the High Court has said that it is not rule of law but law of the ruler, Why will anybody take what they say on face value? Let there be a court-monitored inquiry into it. But let the facts come out that the policemen wearing their uniform were beating up black and blue people who are unarmed, women, people who are there to exercise their democratic right. Therefore, TMC is not just too much corruption, it's tanashahi mujhe chahiye. The most brutal form of suppression was seen on the streets of Bengal only because people decided to speak out against the corruption of Mamata Banerjee government. A government which claims to be Ma Mati Manush became about mayhem, massacre and money. And they are the ones who should be apologizing that they have tried to silence a peaceful protest. These are people who came out of Nandigram and Singur protest. These are people who used to protest against the left government and used to call out the brutal suppression of the left. They've surpassed that. And today they are the ones who are calling out a peaceful protest as a violent protest and trying to suppress the issue of corruption. Mamata Banerjee is so rattled that she even made barricades which were like prisons on the streets of Bengal. Have you ever seen this? This is Rabindranath Tagore's land where the mind was supposed to be held without fear and high. And you had barricades deep into the ground.
All right. Many thanks to you, Shahzad, for bringing in your perspective on this news story. And with that, let's quickly move into a quick break as news and updates follow on the other side.